Holy shit, I got Freddie back on here with us, y'all.
What's up, man? What's going on?
Not
Ricky?
much. Not much.
How
Figured
you
we'd
been?
pop on and hang out for a little bit. Do a little
How you,
hangout.
how you been?
Pretty good.
Good.
Hanging in there. Can't complain.
Right.
Yep. How you been, bro?
Oh, man, living a dream, man. Living a dream.
Right?
Hey, Tom's on. Hello, Tom. Yeah, just working a lot, man. Finally getting back to my normal schedule, finally, for a change.
Tom! Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. That's all you go when you get back to normal.
Yeah, for now. I want
For
to.
now. For now.
Yeah.
I got some exciting news for everybody. I got some evidence to play for y'all tonight.
I wouldn't
This
really say
is
what it is. I wouldn't say what it is yet. Just see if they can't just. Just give them an idea, but don't
yeah,
really.
yeah. So we're gonna wait a little while later till a little bit later into the show. Let's just say I captured something residual, but something that's hard to catch and completely fits the time period of this said location. So yeah, I just let Freddie hear it, and it had something to do. He's been in the EMT field, so it had something to do with that.
Right.
And he's confirmed that it does sound what my theory is based off of. So I can't wait to share this with everybody. How you doing, Tom? What's going on, man? Carrie, what's up? How you doing? Brandon, hey, what's up, bro? How you doing tonight?
Oh, Brandon.
Yeah, we all got to get together again.
Heck yeah.
Yup. I miss those little Gettysburg fun times. Chrissy, where you at?
Brandon, we're doing good, brother. We're doing good, man.
Doing pretty good, man. Is everybody on tonight? It's
Yeah,
Friday night.
Brandon got me involved there on Halloween night. Got me involved up there in a place that he had rented and helped out with and invited me up. That was a good time.
Nice.
Brandon, what was that place, that mansion again, buddy? I forget, man. I forget, but.
Sayer Mansion.
Sayer Mansion.
Never done a mansion yet.
Thanks, Brandon.
Well, yes, I have. Kind of like a mansion, but I've never. Let's just put it this way: I haven't done a real haunted mansion yet.
Did you ever go to Disney World?
Right, I've done that. Yeah, so I've lied. I did the haunted mansion. I've lied. Thanks. But yeah. Hey, there's Chrissy. Hi, Sugar.
Hello, Chrissy.
I'm still full from all that damn meatloaf I ate earlier. That was good.
Meatloaf.
Yep.
Yeah, like Brandon said, it was more of a B&B than a mansion, but it was still a good time, man.
Hey, yeah. Sometimes those are the best locations, though, you know?
Brandon, anything that has more than 2 bedrooms is a mansion to me, okay?
Hey, Chrissy says, hello, Freddie.
Hello. Hey, hello, Howard.
Howard! I just saw y'all. My family right there. Ethan, this is for you. Get your own meatloaf. Your mama can cook. I'm just kidding, bro. You can have some if you were here. The knock knock ditch.
Oh. Yeah, I went. See, I'm old, okay, and I just worked that day to that noon. Then I went up, and I'm tired anyway, so I can't last long. Like you do an overnight investigation, dude, midnight's way past my
Yeah,
time.
you go night.
So I was like, man, look,
Thanks, Melody.
I said, I would go up and go to bed if you don't mind. You're like, oh yeah, not a problem. Well, I went up in my room. Of course, I can't move fast, right? It takes me a little bit to, get up and get around. I'm laying there, and all of a sudden I hear knock. I'm like, all right, well, I get up, walk to the door. Of course, it took me about a minute. Okay, so by the time somebody was there, could have already left. Nope, didn't do it. So I looked in the peephole, and I'm like, yes, I didn't see anybody. So I went back. I'm like, yeah. So then I went back, lay back down again, and man, they're probably like 10, 15 minutes. Bang, bang, bang on the door again. All right, whatever. Y'all need to stop playing around. Like, what I mean? I'm like, that's what I'm saying. I get up out of bed, walk over, and I'm like, all right. So now I'm going like, I'm just going to stay here and just watching people for a little bit because you know what? They know my strategy. So I'm like, I'm waiting, wait, nothing. I stood at that door for about 15 minutes, dude. I'm not kidding you.
Nothing.
I'm gonna go back, lay down. So I lay back down in bed. I'm like, all right, this is ridiculous. Bang, bang, bang. Y'all keep
messing with you.
y'all keep on knocking. I'm going to bed. Good night. So,
right.
That was weird.
Yeah. That's the best though, when you can actually sleep in a haunted location, go take a nap and wake up and still be able to investigate. That's like the best feeling in the world. Yup.
Yeah, but that was
multitasking.
That was a good time though, man.
Hell yeah, sounds like it. I've always wanted to do a old B&B. I did an old B&B, but it was mainly a room in there because back when I was 17, my mom and dad took me down to St. Augustine, Florida, where my mom's side of the family, they owned the St. Francis Inn back in like the 1830s.
Right.
So got to spend the night in one of my ancestors' rooms. So that was pretty cool. So I was like the only bed and breakfast I ever did as far as investigating. It's just something about those. Those are the fun ones, man.
Yeah, that was
even
actually,
if nothing happens.
That was actually, like you said, a good time with Brandon. Brandon actually invited us up. It didn't cost us anything, so he actually gave us a free dinner, free room and board, and free breakfast the next morning.
Oh, nice!
But I cut out B for the breakfast. So
yeah, that's still pretty freaking cool, though. That's awesome.
That was good. That was a good time. Hope to do it again. So.
Oh yeah. I can't wait to get out there and hang out with everybody again. God, we haven't hung out in. It's been over a year.
I know. You keep going. We'll never see you again in Gettysburg. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Good old Gettysburg. Can't beat that place. I love that place. That's always gonna be a special place in my heart. Such an awesome location. But yeah. What do y'all want to talk about? Don't be shy. We're kind of here to talk and hang out, and
I tell you what, let's talk about the paranormal.
Yeah,
that's a good talk.
Once I was in a location, a ghost came up and said "boo," and I said, that's scary. God,
boo! There I am.
Yeah, if only Howard, it was that easy.
Howard wants to talk about unicorns.
A what?
Howard wants to talk about unicorns.
Oh, yes. So, Howard, let's tell everybody what kind of unicorn first. Because if it's the kind of unicorn we were just talking about, I don't know if my viewers are going to be ready for that. Hey, there you go. Hey, hello, Susan. There you go, Freddie. Got a question. What's your favorite location?
Favorite location? Chrissy, I would have to say my favorite is going to be, there was actually two places I really got, and that's the Masonic Temple. We had here in Hagerstown that no longer exists. They sold the building. They renovated to like a little distillery now. But that was one of my favorite places back when we first got involved. We kind of went there to kind of did our training stuff there, and it was kind of neat. It was like 5 stories. It was huge building, huge Masonic Lodge. And also the KOA campground. We do a haunted house every October there, of course. And
I remember hearing a lot about that place.
Right, it has a lot of real activity there, and it's we've investigated that many times, and I love that place as well. But those two are my favorite places by far. There's other places I do want to go. I do want to travel, and like the Myrtles, that's on my top list. I don't know why. That's just a big bucket thing.
I want to go there myself, man.
With the plantation, yep. and hopefully one day go across the pond. So over in the like Ireland and stuff like that. So that's what.
Yes.
But that's
That
on my
would be.
dream. That's on my dream table. So. Oh, Melody. Hi, Melody. By the way, she's on there. She talked about the doppelganger experience. Now this is strange. I don't know because I was lack of sleep or what. I was coming home the other day and she said that she was going out to pick up dinner, and it was like 15 minutes. I talked to her, so she's already been to the place where she's picking up dinner at, and I was turning in the road to come back to where we live at, and I'm telling you, I saw her vehicle pass me. I blew the horn, waved at her, and she she didn't wave. I'm like, well, that's rude. Like, really?
What the fuck?
And I called her. I called her, and she's at the place getting dinner. I'm like, there's no way I just saw you pass me. She goes, no, I'm here. So you tell me that it had the same stickers and everything on the windshield. Now you tell me
That's
that.
insane. What the?
Yeah,
what?
that was strange.
That's got me creeped out. I've had an experience with the doppelganger. Me
I've
and my
seen
niece.
doppelganger. I've heard doppelganger, but I never had one with a vehicle. Like that's
right. That's it. That's a little different.
Right.
But yeah, I remember sitting at my table with my niece Haley, and we literally both watched my sister walk from the garage to her room. It didn't say nothing. We said something to her. It's like she was pissed off. Just walked into the room, shut her door, and what the hell? I thought your mom was at work. What's going on? So on top of that, God, I'll never forget it. We walked to her door. We opened the door. There's nobody in the room. I was like, wait a second. So I said, Haley, text Mama. Where is she? And she's at work. We literally saw my sister walk from the garage into that room. It's like, wow. Wow. That's the first time I ever had experience with a doppelganger. The only. I've heard about them. But...
Oh yeah, like you'd be in the house and like you hear somebody say your name that that. Okay, well that's weird because I thought you left like 20 minutes ago, and then
right.
you realize,
right.
yeah, it's not. So, yep.
Insane. Just. I'm multitasking now. Please bear with me. I'm doing something for the hospital as we speak, as right now as well. So multitasking. I'll have to do this later. Wait. All right. Come on, people. Let's talk. Got 8 viewers. Great. Good turnout. Good turnout. What do y'all want to talk about? I know what I want to talk about. Ghost.
What do you want to talk about, Ricky?
Boo. Ghost.
Ghost.
Yes.
Hey,
Linda Judd says, hello, Freddie. How you doing?
Doing good, Linda. Doing good yourself?
This thing, am I going in and out, y'all? Because I'm getting a 1-bar service, and it's funny because this thing is plugged into my router. Should not be doing this.
I don't have any issue on my side with it. So.
That's a good question.
What are the different types of ghosts? Oh, now you're going to test me. Okay, so well, you have. I mean, you have a couple of different ones. I mean, depending on how you look at it or how you put them together. I mean, you have intelligent, you have residual. You have good and you have bad. I mean, depending on how you look at it. So, I mean, I've dealt with a lot of residual places, and also a lot of intelligent. Like we have a lot of like EVP. Like Rob can tell you. Rob has a lot of freaking audio stuff from places. We got as a matter of fact, the KOA was one. We're doing a session in the one room, and there's a door that's. Like I'm sitting here, and there's a door in front of me that has like an opening at the bottom of the door, and you can see the light coming in. Well, I watched a shadow past that, and I said, "Hey, Rob, I just saw a shadow." Well, then we later got an actual audio after me saying that. We get a voice saying, "How can you see me?" Like that was right after I saw that.
Wow.
So that's intelligent. I mean, that's a. But you ever get a chance, you have to come out and actually go to that place. So, Chrissy says, "What do you do when people put down the paranormal field and it being real?" I just shrug it off, Chrissy. I mean, seriously, in all reality, people are going to have their opinions. You're going to have people that don't believe in it, and that's fine. We've always talked about, we're not here to judge anybody. We're not here to put anybody down. I mean, you're welcome to your opinion and stuff. I mean, we dealt with many skeptics, and it just people don't believe it. That's your choice. But just shrug it off and just keep going. I mean, there's other people that really enjoy it, that we like working with people and vice versa. So,
yes. Yep, everybody has their own opinion at the end of the day, but nobody's opinion's ever going to really affect what I'm going to do. They can laugh at me, call me joke, make the butt end of a joke. I don't care.
Right. I mean, I've been doing it for about 14 years, and when I first got involved, the first year was kind of good. Then I had the team that I was originally on, not what I'm now with, but originally on, called Nothing But Drama.
Yep.
Maybe try to edit a video of me actually trying to point to where the location, to where the founder was like, hey, go up here and point. I'm going to show you where the activity is. So I had a laser pointer. Okay, everybody knows what a laser pointer is. It's not hard to figure it out. And I'm pointing the area while he's radioing me and saying, hey, that's the area there. Well, they later cut the video, chopped it all up, and put it all together, and it made it look like I was actually faking evidence. Now I don't know who's going to believe that. I mean, if anybody wants to believe that, that's fine.
Right.
But if you can't tell a laser pointer from a spirit, then hey.
Yeah. Exactly. You're in the wrong field, guys.
Right. And still to today, those people still try to call a problem with me. Like it's just like I get a kick out of it. Like whatever. I'm glad that they're still thinking about me.
Right.
And just shrug it off. Yeah.
It's just sad, man. Like,
right.
Our field is just in so much distress. It's, I get frustrated. I mean, I really do, because you already know what I'm about to go into. It's just like, wow, why can't we just coexist?
Right. I'm all about para-unity. I am. But
right.
In all reality, and here sitting here telling you today, in honest opinion, it'll never happen.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Too many people that want to go out and cause problems. Too many people with egos. Too many people with the power struggle. And it's just it's back and forth. I love para-unity, but it would never be 100%.
It's never going to fully happen because, like you said, there's always going to be that group of people that is always out there. And I've seen it. I've seen people go out of their way knowing that their intentions are bad and show up to a place just to cause drama.
Hey, Chris Brewer. There's a guy in there, Ricky. He actually works at the haunted house at the KOA. So Chris Brewer.
Oh, nice.
Can tell you some stuff that happens there.
That's what's up. How's it going, man?
Are you still multitasking?
Yes, I am. And I finished it. Hey, well, yeah, we're good. I did it. Mission accomplished. Bam. All right. Let's go. So, Chrissy asked you, do you strive for evidence or just the experience?
Chrissy, that's a very good question. We strive for evidence. I mean, I love the investigation part of it, but we're all about documentation and getting the evidence as much as possible and helping people with the knowledge learn stuff in the field. I mean, like I said, 14 years doing it, we still don't know everything, but we look at it as reality. As we try to debunk stuff, we'll try to recreate stuff before we think it's anything paranormal. So, and that's something we did on our para talk today at noon. Was we talked about like evidence stuff. Like there's so many people that will jump to the quickest conclusion that everything's paranormal without taking the time and realizing you got pareidolia, you got pixelation. When you blow stuff up, you're going to get the pareidolia. You have all these phone apps in your phone. There are so many apps.
I think it's around 2013 when that one dropped where you could literally make a transparent ghost look real.
And it's funny because I've seen these apps, went through all these apps and looked at them like, okay, is this legit? Is this not legit? Is this legit? Is this not legit? And people would send me pictures look, I call you. That's funny because that's the same picture that's in the phone app that I can pull up and show you. And when I send it to you back, you're like, and then you don't hear from them. Okay, it's just I try to be honest and give you my honest opinion. If I don't
Right.
think it's paranormal, I'm gonna say it's not paranormal. That's that's just what we do. And it's
Yes, that is
we,
Robert. You were on
yes,
with Robert.
yes.
Good old Rob. How's he doing? I miss that guy.
Rob doing good, man. Rob doing good.
I see. He's had some good changes. I'm happy for him.
He actually just bought his house. Had Janie and Sean actually moved in with him, so we're all like really close now. Like we're
nice. That's dope.
I'm like 15 minutes from Rob's house, but yeah, he's all like getting settled in, and it's all good. So
yeah, we're all gonna have to hang out sometime soon.
Absolutely,
sometime soon. That would be fantastic.
But yeah, and I even did a picture not too long ago on my page, and I told Rob, I said, hey, I'm going to post a picture. I just want to see.
I remember you telling me about this too. Before you did it.
I took a picture of the burial mound up there they had up there in Gettysburg. Okay, and just plain picture. There was nothing in it at all. Nothing. I took a phone app that gives you like these little bubbles, and I made them real transparent so they look like orbs. Okay, because everybody's so.
And that's what everybody would call them, wouldn't it?
And I even said at the top of the picture that this picture was edited just to prove to you that this how stuff can come along without people thinking it's actually paranormal or not. I had like 85 comments about people see spirits there, and they can see there's nine orbs. It wasn't orb, people. It was legit.
It was put in.
App. Like it's not.
Hey,
Glenn Morgan.
How's it going, man? Glad to see you made it.
They're the guy we keep saying that we're gonna go down and see him, and we just haven't made time to go down and see him yet. So.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
But yeah. So I mean, people just taking consideration that there's a lot of false pictures, a lot of false videos out there, and it's just take your time and look at them and review them and think, okay, is there anything else that can cause this? We talked today about you get the pictures with like the blur. You know what I mean? Like
lens flare, shutter speed especially. A lot of people freak out because you take a picture, you move that camera with a slow shutter speed. You're good, especially at night or you have lights coming in. You're gonna get that weird little vortexy, streamy string. You know what I'm talking about.
I want to show you something. Okay, ready? I don't know if y'all can see this or not. But you see that?
Yep. That's some shutter speed right there. That's all it is. But it's a little piece of light, and you move the camera.
Just a little, yep. But I can guarantee if I would post that,
it's a ghost.
Yep.
It's a ghost.
You have lights. I mean, you gotta realize the reflection and stuff. It just mirrors. Mirrors is another big thing. You can't take a picture of like a mirror in front of you. You're gonna get a reflection behind you.
Exactly. Because then. Mirrors are weird anyway. If you go, say you have a glass cabinet that has, a mirror on it, and you open it up and you face your mirror, you're going to have like 50,000s of you in a little fucking weird little thing. The mirrors are weird. But that leads up to this clip I want to show everybody since we're talking about, taking the time, doing evidence and everything. I have spent weeks. I captured this. Do it.
With Chrissy's comment with the strive for evidence. Yeah, we strive for the evidence. Yes. That's what we do.
Yes. And this has been ongoing since Halloween. I captured this on Halloween Day. And I've spent weeks. I've got other people's opinions. I got Freddie's, who, like I said, was an EMT. And he can confirm. We'll talk about it after the clip goes on. Now, I'm going to tell everybody how this is. The scenario of this clip and the time of the happening. So, at the time, I had placed this stationary recorder on a nurse's station, and I went to the crew room where we hang out and, whatever, chill while people are investigating. There's nobody at this time, because I was there doing volunteer hours at this location. There's nobody at the time in the hospital but myself. I was the only one in there at this time. Middle of the day. It's like 1:30, I think, when I put this down. And all of a sudden, I'll play it for y'all.
I'll play it for you.
It's bright and sunny. Yeah. It's bright and sunny. So no, this is not rain. No, this isn't any kind of liquid. I have I'm just stumped. I'm not claiming, oh my god, it's paranormal, but then again, it's like, what is it? So here we go. I'll get ready to play for everybody. And I mean, this goes on for over a minute. So that's not the only time I caught it on recorder. But check this out. So, I don't know if anybody heard the voice too that's in there. Freddie, what do you think that sounds like?
To me, being in the medical field for 21 years, that sounds like an old metal gurney. So.
And I was at a hospital that's also known for this.
Almost like it's going on concrete, but
you can hear the wheels.
Like little cracks in the floor, like little rumble strips that are hitting once in a while. So yeah,
you can hear the wheels actually start to gain traction. You can hear the metal and stuff hitting, like what would hit the bed rails and stuff like that as they're transporting. There is actually a voice in there shortly after you originally start hearing the gurney start being put. And the crazy thing about that, how's it going, Ivan? Who's in the garage tricycle making all that noise? That is actually the tricycle at the hospital at this location. At the time, this was actually a recorder that was left out by itself. Nobody was around. I was completely down the other side of this hallway. But yeah, you can hear it. There's talking. Yeah, that's also a claim at the hospital. You can hear gurneys and stuff like that.
Because the old metal gurneys had metal wheels,
and that's what we're hearing.
It didn't have like the rubber on them, and it was just
1959 was when the clinic was built, and then the 70s. I think they probably still used them in the 70s too. That was when that edition of a hospital was added. So it definitely matches the time period. I'm not claiming that, oh my god, it's 100% paranormal, because I can't do that. But it's got me baffled because, like I said, I was the only one at the location at the time.
And then again, you have that, but then you got people on the outside be like, well, okay, well, who else was there? You know what I mean? So,
I know the certain exactly. And was it rain? No, that was not rain. I'm sorry, it was not rain.
That definitely sounded like a metal gurney or a metal stretcher being pushed.
Yeah.
And you can also hear a couple of footsteps too, or knocking.
Exactly, as they're walking. You can
hear that.
Yeah. There's a voice. There's a couple of voices, and there's a whisper at one point. But there, I'll play it again here for everybody. Listen closely. You're gonna hear a man talk shortly after it after it starts. So, play it one more time for everybody. Right there. Did you hear the actual wheels? Click, 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 click. Bro.
I hear whispering, but unfortunately I can't make out the whispering. But I
Right,
hear.
the whispering, no, but there's a man that's loud at the well, a little bit after it starts. You hear a man go or something like that. I don't, you can't make out what's being said, but there's definitely a voice there at some point. But the fact that I caught this and it went on for over a minute, and that's not the only time it happened. This was the longest duration, is why I chose to use this one. But about 4 minutes later, you hear it again come back down the hallway and fade out. So
Hey,
I
Glenn says he's hearing a man whisper. Chrissy said it's me. I guess she's
It's
saying
me.
it's me.
Okay.
And then Linda, I guess, says it sounds like a few footsteps too. Yes.
Yes, there is some footsteps as well in there. You can really hear them because I mean, it's right. It's like somebody's pushing. I'm blown away. Like I'm stumped and I'm blown away at the same time
Either
because it's
that
just like
or it's a furnace having a seizure. Just saying.
yeah, but we don't
But-
have heat or
right.
anything in the
Right.
hospital.
But honestly, that's what it sounds like. It's like an old metal gurney at the hospital you would use to
Yeah.
transport. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Um. So I'm baffled. I'm tickled that I caught this because it's just like, oh my god, out of all the years I've done this, I've always wanted to catch something like this, and boom, it's there. I was sitting in Georgia when I found this. I was at Ethan's house, and we're both listening to it. We're like, it starts in, it's like, whoa, 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 what the hell is that? All right, let's listen. I was reminiscing. I was like, okay. First I thought rain, but then I'm like, no, 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 because it was a bright and sunny day. And I was like, okay, there goes rain. We don't have any leaks like that. So, I don't know.
And that's
It's,
good that you try to think about the weather, or
oh,
try
yeah.
to count out everything before you. Yep.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all.
It's definitely not, anybody else in there. Um, we have surveillance, there's nobody there. I'm stumped, but I mean, then again, I'm blown away. That's the thing. It's just one of those pieces of audio that just leaves you like, whoa.
Right. That was a good catch, brother.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, that part of the hospital too is one of my favorite locations because I mean, if you look at any hospital, the nurses station is pretty much the heartbeat of any hospital. So it
Like Linda said, those wheel
yeah.
sounds could have been mistaken for hard rain. She definitely
Oh,
was right.
definitely, definitely. That's the first thing I thought when I heard is like, okay, I can see that. But then again, there's no trickling of water too. That's another
You
thing. If
have
you listen,
the clink, 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 clink.
clink, 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 clink. That's what sold it to me. Now I do have an example of an EVP that's captured during raining. This is at Waverly Hills. You'll be able to hear the water. So this is
This is how you do an ABP session, what we're doing right here. Yep.
as you can tell, you can hear the trickling or the dripping of water. So that wasn't there. So I was like, okay, what the hell is that? And then it dawned on me. I was like, it does sound like a gurney.
Right.
Numerous people, and then you being in the healthcare field or the paramedic, you've been around tons of gurneys, so
Right.
you know all the noises and stuff they can make. So I don't know, y'all. That's just one of those pieces of evidence that's just crazy. I'm speechless.
Yeah, that's good,
But
man. That's good.
yeah, yeah. All right. Who all we got in here? Come on, let's talk, y'all. Still got 7 viewers, going strong. I know y'all want to talk. Don't be shy. We don't bite. I
Don't
mean,
be
Freddie
shy.
might. Freddie might bite a little bit.
A little, just tad.
Just a little bit. But yeah. I mean, show us some hearts if you want to see that again. I'll play it again for those of you that are just tuning in. Hang on, let me pull up the I'm trying to pull it up on my phone where I can see if we have any hearts. Probably have hearts, but I can't see them. All right.
Glenn asked, "Where is the morgue of the hospital?"
So we actually don't have a morgue. To my knowledge, I could be wrong, but we have a thing in the hospital called the body box, and that's where they would, if somebody passed away, because at the time it really wasn't built to. I mean, it was a small community, so really wasn't built like a normal hospital have a big morgue. There could have been a morgue in there. I'm not sure 100%, but we had what they call a body box, which is actually in the ER waiting room, but it's behind the bathroom wall where we found out where it's at. So they would put the people around, and it could hold up to 6 bodies, 6 stretchers, whatever you want to call it. So that is where it's at, and yeah, so that's also on the same floor down the hallway. So everything was kind of in that general area.
Yeah, I never been there, but where? No, so how do they transport the bodies out once they?
So what they would do, I'm not sure exactly how that was done, but so just here's like a floor map of it. So you have the ambulance entrance, which is on the second floor basically. So the first floor is like typically a basement, kind of basically on the floor plan how it was built. Um, you have the original clinic that come down here, and then it go down the hallway and kind of go off this way a little bit. That's where it stopped. So it's kind of like a mini L shape. And then when they added on the hospital in the 70s, they added where the nurses station is, where that's caught, and that whole entire extra 2, 3 floors, whatever, right there. So that front entrance wasn't there in the 60s, basically. That whole part was in the 70s. So it was just this one long hallway. But when the hospital was brought in, as a fully functional hospital, the ER is down right on the other side of the Tri-City Clinic area. So they'd have a door that they would come in through the back. Basically, the ambulance would come around back, and they bring the patients in through the ER that way. So I'm guessing that's the same way they had a body, they take it out, the back ER doors and brought it around. I'm not 100% sure on it,
Yeah,
but
'cause I know a lot of hospitals. There's a couple of the smaller hospitals have what they call a holding room. So they would hold whatever the one that are deceased, and then they would call the funeral home or whatever, and then they would come and transport them out. But
that very well could have happened too.
yeah, yeah.
That would
And
make more sense as
and
well.
of course, other hospitals have a morgue, so that they so
Yep. Some have more, some don't. To my knowledge, I don't think we had a morgue. I could be wrong, but I'm still learning about the history of the place. So, hey, no, Glenn, don't apologize, man. We're good at reading. We got you.
I
Good at
can't spell it.
interpretation.
Don't feel bad, Glenn. So
But yeah. So let's see some hearts. I'll play it one more time for everybody. There you go. You got a question right there.
yes, I was an EMT for 21 years, Chrissy. But my legs and stuff, I had to give it up 2 years ago, and I actually now a full-time police dispatcher for the VA medical center. So yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't do the fire and EMS anymore. So yeah. But speaking
I know
of,
that was rough on you, bro. I remember when you had to give it up. You didn't want to do it.
oh man, that was the toughest decision ever, and I still want to go back to it, but I can't physically do it anymore. So it's just my back, my legs. I had bilateral hip replacements, 2 of them, 5 years ago. So
Have your patients ever told you about an out of body experience?
actually,
And
not
thank you
not
for your
really.
service, by the way.
Well, not a problem, man. Thank you. But the one call that I remember was we transported a patient to the hospital, and she was 106 years old. God love her, 106 years old, and she was sharper than a knife. I mean, she would tell me like history, like when she first born, how everything changed, how everything just like revolved around and stuff. And she said that right before I not with her, but she would say that she would see, she would see like afterlife, out of body experiences that she would see herself go. but she lived to 100, 106, 107, or something like that. So, the only out of body, I would say probably my mother. She had cancer. She died at 51 years of age. She would actually lay in bed and she would go back in time. And they say once you're get ready to pass, a lot of times you go back in time. And I would watch her go from like her state of mind now to back when she was a teenager, back to when she was a baby. Like she would go gaga. I'm like, what? And I didn't understand it at the time, but that's what they would do. And it was shortly after that she passed away.
Oh man.
But yeah,
she lived a long life though, bro.
Right.
That's awesome.
Right. So I mean, she that was the only time I really seen anybody close to the out of body experience. I mean, people don't come back and say, "Oh, hey, I've been here. I was here. I did this." But not. I did go to the ER one time. We transported a patient there with chest pain, and as we're going by, the ER was like we backed up and you went in and you had like a big old like a U ER. That's what it was. Their station was in the middle, and we went past room 13. Of course, 13. Don't mean where 13.
Just a coincidence.
And as I'm going by, I have to look in the room, and I'm like, "Oh, that patient died because they already had him covered up, And I heard the doctor say time of death, blah 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 blah. And we went, took our patient to a room, transferred the patient over to from the stretcher to the bed. And as we're doing our paperwork and stuff, we got the nurse to sign the paperwork, and we're on the stretcher out, and I haven't looked back over that room, and the guy is sitting up on the side of the bed with a tube in his mouth. I had to do like the double
zombie apocalypse. What the hell?
I'm like, hold a minute. I'm out back and I'm like, okay, he's sitting up. So I went to a nurse and said, hey, the guy in room 13, he's sitting up on the side of the bed. She goes, whatever. You're just messing with me. I said, no, I'm being serious. He's sitting up. I said, I thought y'all called him. She goes, yeah, we did. I said, well, see, he's sitting up in bed looking around going like this with a tube in his mouth. And she walked in. She goes, oh, my God. She goes, doctor, get in here now. Yeah, that was weird. So,
that is just creepy. That would make me sad and angry at the same time.
Can you imagine like going by and like, okay, wow. So, did the patient really die
with the blanket over him?
Right. So, yeah.
That would be strange. That's like the start of a zombie apocalypse movie, bro.
I've seen some.
I'm sure, man. Stuff. And, that's what a lot of people don't realize, the stuff y'all see.
Right.
They don't realize it.
I don't sit here and say, yeah, I've seen it all, been there, done that, blah, blah, blah. But I've been there. I've been on a lot of calls, and I was remember I was a lieutenant up at Clear Spring, the fire station, and we had a call like 2 o'clock in the morning for a vehicle accident on the interstate. I was the only one in the station at the time. And I took the rescue squad and I drove, got on scene, and I told, dispatch, I said, hey, I'll be on scene with the vehicle against the guardrail. I'll be out investigating. So I put the light tower up and got out, and the guy standing at the front of the van, standing next to the guardrail. And I'm like, sir, are you okay? And he just kept saying, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Not now, sir, are you okay? What's going on? It wasn't even like 45 seconds, and then he drops. He's missing his whole back of his head, and he died right there. Like, it was just, I don't understand how he even got out of the van and walked around and stood there that whole time. It blows my mind.
Bro, oh my God, that's traumatic.
Honestly, that I've seen some stuff, and I'm just like, I guess it's just because your body's still in shock. You know what I mean? It's basically like a replay.
Yeah.
It just
that's like I talked to a few combat friends of mine that had been in combat where they'd engaged a target numerous times, like half a mag, let's say about 20, 15 to 20 rounds, and they're still running. Like, I don't know.
But my question is, okay, so that person got out of the van, walked up to the front of the van, like 10 feet, stood there along the guardrail. So by the time I got on the scene, it was about 7 minutes from the time of dispatch. So time to call, the person called it in, looking at 10, 12 minutes before, all this going on before he decides to. Yeah.
That's, I mean, apparently there was no saving him with that, but the fact the body hung on that long.
Yeah. Like, I remember that call. Just like it was yesterday. Like, I mean, I can sit and do details and everything, just paint you a picture.
Yeah, you'll never forget something like that, man. That's just wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That would haunt me, man. Damn.
Oh man, there's so many that I just.
I'm sure you get used to it after a while, but it's just like, damn.
You put them back here and just let them be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Damn. All right, y'all. Y'all getting quiet. What's going on?
Yeah, I haven't seen any more comments. I don't know if it's just my side or what. But
yeah, I'm not seeing any either. Let's get it talking. Let's get it popping.
I think I put them to sleep.
Or they're probably like,
yeah. Yeah.
How's everybody? Oh, they were listening. Like Krista says.
It was quite wild. So.
Yeah, I'm sure, man. That's the thing. People don't realize, how unsung hero y'all really are. They don't really understand what y'all go through and what y'all do.
If you ever do a session on like EMS calls, hey, it'd be like a 12-hour freaking show, man. It would just, yeah. I had a guy that took a shotgun and he's running around.
That goes back to, like I was saying, in combat, people engage the target and they're still running around. They're gone. But that's like if you cut a chicken's head off, sometimes they can run around, I guess. I don't know.
But it's all your adrenaline, everything's going, it's like if you're in a car accident, a lot of times you don't feel any pain.
Oh, yeah.
You don't feel anything until after you settle down, then you're like, oh, man, my whole body hurts. My whole, what I mean? So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you like investigating with outside investigators that you don't know?
Chrissy, I love the fact you get a chance to investigate with anybody outside. I give everybody a benefit of the doubt. I give everybody a chance. We investigated with several other people. Some didn't work out. I mean, it just, everybody has different opinions and, whatever. We try to work with them.
Yeah.
But I don't go on investigations drunk, intoxicated, okay, or under any medication. So I don't know how anybody can come to an investigation, think that's okay. But anyhow, we had a group that we did a combination investigation with, and started out really good, and then about an hour later, it turned really bad. Like it just, they all show up drunk, and I'm like, whoa, time out. No, I'm not getting involved in this. I'm not, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, we give anybody. We'd love to work with anybody. I mean, Ricky can tell you. We met him at Gettysburg. Some other people that we meet there like every year. Hopefully, try to. And it's just a little small group, but hey, we go out and try to do stuff.
That has been some of the most fun times I've had in the paranormal field. Just all of us hanging out, and the good thing about it was we weren't really investigating half the time. We had fun investigating, but just sitting there hanging out, shooting shit. My condolences sent out to you, Glenn. But yeah, that's.
Oh, sorry.
Sometimes
Glenn.
they do. They give you signs.
Man, that's. Sorry to hear that, Glenn.
Sending you prayers, man.
Well, yeah, I have It's been pretty crazy, but yeah, I enjoy trying to investigate with everybody because everybody has different techniques. Everybody has different ways of doing stuff. I'll learn just the same. I mean, people learn off us. We learn off them.
Yep.
I'm willing to work with anybody.
Yep.
So.
Same here. Here.
We
I
love
meeting new people.
Right. We also go in. In fact, we go in and we're very respectful when it comes to investigating. It doesn't matter where it is because, they were once people too. So, You know, how would you feel if somebody would come to you to like your house or your place, being uninvited and be rude and be disrespectful and try to provoke?
Right.
That's not me. So
You either A, gonna pull the gat out and shoot them, or you gonna fight. You know, it's like, I know I wouldn't be cool. I mean, that's the thing. You have to go with the respect too. And I think a lot of these locations, spirits get burnt out too, like Waverly Hills or
right.
some big location like that. You're asking them to do tricks.
That's my next
They're
question.
not objects.
Yeah, all these places that people investigate over and over and over and over and over again.
I think the spirits get burnt out. That's why you don't get any activity sometimes.
They ever get tired? I can tell you, if that's me,
I see it happen.
And y'all come like that, I'd be like, I ain't got time to mess with y'all. You know,
or you have somebody like myself or yourself that's walking around just exploring the building, not paying attention to investigating. Sometimes that works. Or, you know, you get somebody that comes in just wanting to have a conversation with you. It's just like,
I know Rob and I.
How are you? You know?
Rob and I, lately on an investigation, we've actually had more interaction when we're just talking back and forth. Rob and I just talking back between, because then it's
that works.
Excuse me. I want to.
Right. Because they want to be included.
Right.
And this goes out to all the people that have doubted me in the past. If you've watched this, it works. You get results. It's not unprofessional. Yeah, there's a time when you need to shut up. But the thing is, you have to step out of your typical, you can't go by the book all the time.
Right.
If you're going by the book all the time, you need to get out of the field. You're an investigator. You got to figure out what's going to work, what's not going to work. Sometimes this will work, sometimes it won't work. Right. You know?
Yeah, but it's weird because we have flashlights, we'll have cat balls out and land there, and we won't get nothing. We ask questions like, hey, look, if you're here, turn on the flashlight, torch, you know, whatever, or light up the ball, make it shine all the pretty colors, nothing. But as soon as you turn your back and you just have a general conversation between you and somebody else, that flashlight and ball, light up. See, you turn back around, nothing. It's a lot of them play. A lot of them play jokes with you. A lot of them play games.
Oh yeah, they'll test you. And I think a lot of them just get, like I said, burnt out. And you know, I can't blame them because they're treated like a circus toy or a circus act. You know.
We did a live one night, and somebody commented on there. Well, don't you think it's disrespectful to ask them to do tricks? We're not making them do tricks.
No,
we're trying
you're not. You're asking them to
get them.
Yeah.
How else are you going to do it?
Communication. Right. You're trying to establish communication. You know.
I'm not saying, hey, can you do a backflip, please? Can you do a backflip? No.
Right.
It's, you know, lay down.
Right.
No, we're trying to get interaction from them. That's basically what it is.
A lot of people fail to realize, though, like these said big locations. I'm not trying to throw names out there. I'm just using infamously known locations because of their notoriety. Waverly Hills. People that stays booked out year-round. People are in there all the time doing investigations. And they're asking the same questions over and over pretty much. And those spirits, man, I know I would. I would be annoyed. Oh, my God. This again? Is it ever going to end? You know?
That's my thing with the big locations, the big paid locations, stuff like that, like Trans-Allegheny. I've been there. I paid my fair share. And that's where I had my personal experience at with this creature thing that would chase me down the hallway. And I can't run. But
yeah, I might be telling people that.
But why do we have to pay money to go to all these places? Now I understand a lot of places do it for like restoration of buildings and stuff like that, trying to restore things. And that's fine.
Right. Yeah, they do take some money.
That's fine. But a lot of places you get money and then they don't do nothing with it. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? It's so. Me personally, I won't do big locations. That's just me. I won't pay. I've been to Moundsville twice.
Yep.
I haven't had anything happen 2 times I went.
Last investigation heard lots of footsteps upstairs and downstairs, shadows and EVPs at Belgrove Plantation, James Madison birthplace, Virginia King George. That's awesome. Right. That's my favorite. When you hear footsteps, bro, I don't know what it is. That's just like it makes my jaw drop.
Especially when you're sitting there or standing there and you hear.
And you know for a fact no one else is there.
You can almost feel them too, like the vibration.
Yes, you can. Well, at the hospital, standing in the stairwells, bro. Oh, I'll explain it. We had the searchers there for their event, And me and my friend Steven were walking around making sure all of our lights and stuff are turned on for the emergency exits, making sure everything's good to go, fire codes, everything's up and running. And, that there's no dead batteries, everything's lit, because that's important. But on top of that, we're walking down the hall. My camera gets pulled from around my neck hard enough to rip the strap off of it. I caught it right before it caught the ground. Well, before it hit the ground. I'm sitting there, whoa, holy shit. And I was like, damn, y'all gotta stop it. I was like, that's my camera. Don't pull it. Pull my shirt or something, get my attention. Say something. You don't gotta touch me. Well, we're going up the stairs. There were some people in the hallway. We were going up the stairs, going up to the second floor, or third floor. All of a sudden, you hear, doot, 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 doot. Somebody's up, running up the stairs behind us, bro. We stopped. We felt it. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's just stop real quick. Somebody's coming up behind us. Bro, there's nobody came. But you could hear it. You could feel it. And it's just like, what the and especially when you're alone, standing in the stairwells, you know how they echo? And you hear somebody that nobody's there, and you hear walking, coming up the stairs. It's like crazy.
The firehouse where I'm a life member at, and that firehouse is actually in downtown Hagerstown, right next to the Maryland Theater. And the firehouse was built 1815. So it's over 200 years old, right? And
my God, that's old.
It's 6 stories. It's awesome firehouse. Our TV room is where the horse stable used to be, for where they kept the horses that would go out and pull the horse cart out to the fire cart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's where our TV room is now. And we have, right outside the TV room, we have a hallway, and we have a staircase that goes up to our meeting room and stuff like that, and the bunk room and stuff upstairs. We sit there and watch TV, and every day, it's residual. Every day you would hear somebody coming down steps, and you can physically track like where they're coming down, and
where they're at,
the landing, and they come down, walk down the hallway, and they stop at the doorway, almost like they're looking in, like, okay, make sure you guys are good. It turns and walks back up the steps. We used to have
wow.
We used to call the one guy Smitty. That's the name was Smitty. That's what we call Smitty. And we sit there, and he would always give us a heads up before we had a call.
I remember you telling me about this every time too.
Right, the one fire truck, it's a 1946 Aaron's Fox, kept behind it like a reserve engine, and it was sitting there, and you would hear the door shut on it. That would tell us get ready, go out and get on your gear, because we're going to get a call within like a minute. And every time we would hear that, we would get a call within a minute, like it knew, almost like a pre-alert. Like it would let us
That's
know.
awesome. That's them looking out, bro. That's intelligent. Yeah. That's awesome. Hey, it goes to show they never gave their duties up in the afterlife.
Right.
That's awesome.
And then it was funny. One of the guys kept messing with them, because we used to go back. We had a candy machine and a soda machine in the back.
I like this one.
Rec room, and they would put moon pies in there. And he was always about moon pies. That's what he got. I told him, I said, don't go get any moon pies, because I said, they're all Smitty's. And I said, he's like, oh, whatever, I want to get me a moon pie. We had moon pies in there that were expired, because no one went by them, because they were his. That's what we thought they were, his moon pies. He went back, got one, came in the TV room, sat in a chair, and goes, ha ha, I got one of your moon pies. He got flipped right up out of the chair. We all laughed. You were told.
You done fucked up, buddy.
But guess what? He never got a moon pie from that.
I'm sure he didn't. He's probably scared of him when he sees him in the store. No, hell no.
I'll take some firehouse and drop them off. Yeah, but no. Yep.
No.
That was so weird.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I've seen some stuff. We investigated the firehouse too. That's where Janie actually picked up the little girl from 9/11. Remember that the one drawing she had on one of our lives. You can see it in the background. But yeah, that actually is one of the things she saw from that firehouse. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, and on the 3rd floor was an old ballroom right above the firehouse, and it has the old wooden floor, everything still.
Damn.
It has the old ticket booth too, the old bars, the ticket booth, and yeah.
I love old history like that, man.
Love it.
I mean, especially as long as that building's been around and it's still in operation, bro. That is fantastic.
Right.
That is That's dope.
Yeah, it's
I
the
love
old
that.
Hagerstown. Yep, and it's still active as today. So,
Wow.
Glenn, I would love to write a book, man, but I don't know where to start. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
I would love to write a book too, but I ain't got time to do that. Or the patience. Have somebody write it for me.
the coolest one was the one at Gettysburg when I was out taking pictures in Wheatfield, just taking pictures.
I love that place, man.
A
That
buddy,
Wheatfield is something
a
else.
buddy of mine drove me there, and he sat in the car. There was no one else around. I'm sitting there just taking pictures, and the corner of my eye, I could see a soldier that came up and stood like right here, and I'm like, oh God, man, you take his reenactment stuff way too seriously. I mean, he smelled like smoke, bo, urine. I mean, just nasty smell and stuff. Say like like smoke from like a cigar or a cigarette or whatever. I'm just like, man. And
Smelled like battle.
he said, which way did they go? And I'm like, I didn't see anybody. He goes, okay. He says, good day. And I couldn't physically turn to look at him. Like my neck was like, if I could see him turn and walk away. And as soon as he walked away, I turned around. I'm like, all right, I'm seeing things. So I went back to the car like, hey, I said, hey, Justin, did you see anybody? He goes, no, I did not. But I'm telling you what I saw with one of my eye. And to smell that and stuff, like, which it makes sense because they didn't take a whole lot of showers. They didn't really.
No.
They didn't have.
They became nose blind to that too because it happened,
Right.
the whole time they were there.
Old Spice back then or anything like that.
Nope.
But yeah, that's so wild. Yeah.
That's insane. I would have cried because I would have been so excited after that. I was like, whoa, what? I would. Don't you wonder, oh, they went over there to see what he would have done,
It's funny. Melody and I will actually go to Gettysburg. She'll go up and take pictures because she's all about the photography stuff. Mm-hmm. And she'll go up and take pictures. And every time we're driving and I see a reenactor, I'm like, hey, stop.
Let me touch you, son. Know you're real.
Right. Let me touch your shoulder. Make sure you don't just, yeah. Because you just never know. You never know.
No, and that's the thing. People think when you see a ghost, they're transparent. No, they can be as solid as you or I. There's probably been times you've seen an entity and you never knew it.
We had two reenactors up there the last time we went up there, and they're barefooted. I'm like,
that's a little strange.
Right.
Because that's how soldiers were back then. They didn't have shoes.
Right. I'm like, I said, come here, man. I said, I want to touch your shoulder. Why? So I want to make sure you're real. Like, yeah. But yeah,
they were real? Are you sure they were real?
You just never know. Yeah.
Right? Because that's how it was. Sometimes soldiers didn't have shoes. They fought barefoot. People don't realize that.
Glenn said he likes the campfires.
Yes.
About
smells.
Heck yeah, man. And it's funny because
I love the smell of gunpowder.
The battlefield, you can't burn on the battlefield.
Exactly. You can't burn. You can't do reenactments or anything like that. It's all done at Daniel 80.
So you smell campfires and stuff like that.
It's not
right.
Yeah, it's not normal. Or just like the musket volleys or the cannons. We were at Devil's Den that night.
Boom.
I'm like, boom. I'm like, who the hell's shooting fire? Wait a second. There's not fireworks. No, that was cannons. What the fuck? And it's like you can feel the concussion from them too. It's weird. I love it.
Especially if you get up there early enough and fog is laying across the field.
Oh hell yes.
Antietam Battlefield. We went down. My God, it was.
I want to go back, dude. I only went once.
When I was in Boy Scouts, way back. Way
yes,
back.
I know this story.
And we camped on the actual battlefield, and we woke up and it was foggy all across but you can hear a drum. You can hear the drum. I'm like, yeah. And you look at the fog. You can actually see outline of people walking through this fog. And you hear the drum and stuff. Yeah, you got the guys holding their rifles up. Like, you can see.
I would have shit my pants, but in a good way.
Apparitions all in the fog. Like it was just, yeah. And you hear the drum. You hear the drum playing.
Mm-hmm. Bro, that to me, oh my God. I'd love to catch it on audio, but I'd love to experience it more than anything,
Rob has one from one local cemetery around here, and it's where all the soldiers were buried.
Mm-hmm.
And they had one recently. They were just talking, and you hear boots walking right behind you. Boots, many of them, not just one pair, just boots.
Like marching. Wow, that is dope. Yeah, that's something I'd love to do, and I wish, people would stop trying to ruin it for the paranormal investigators by doing stuff on battlefields at night that they shouldn't be doing.
And that's what really
just to be able to conduct a real scientific research.
Right.
Even if it's just in one location, not having to roam. Hey, can I please camp here? Send a park ranger here. I don't care. It's cool. I ain't out here doing nothing I'm not supposed to be doing. I'm not trying to hurt history. I'm trying to preserve history and prove that history's still around.
But you had so many people going out there with metal detectors.
Oh yeah.
Digging up the battlefield. So it's not really
charging for ghost tours, and they're not supposed to be on the battlefield.
Yeah. Yep.
Crazy. Yeah, Glenn, that's crazy, man. Yep, it always blows me away when you have that kind of experience, when you hear, the past.
Glenn, I'm definitely coming down to Point Lookout, buddy.
Yep. We're going to make it happen. Yep. We'll be there. We're definitely coming.
Glenn was very nice to invite us. So I'm definitely going to go. So.
Yep. We're going to make it happen, my friend.
Yep.
Hopefully next year. That should work.
Hopefully when it's like spring.
Yeah, spring will be the best time to go.
I don't like cold.
I don't either. I'll do it if I have to, but not to.
Another thing we talked about too there in the show is like equipment failure and stuff like that. We talked about batteries, and a lot of people would jump on the, oh man, it drained my batteries, and it's paranormal. Now you need to think about weather. You need to think about
weather can do it.
Batteries in general, cheap batteries to expensive batteries. Cheap batteries aren't gonna last long.
No.
And it's colder, it ain't gonna last that long either. It's really gonna drain them. So, and you can buy bad batteries.
Yep, it's happened. I've done it numerous times.
So, I know Rob and I, we have cheap batteries, because every investigation we will change out batteries, they're good or bad.
You do it all the time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's no reason to buy Duracell when you know they're going to drain.
Right. So, yeah. But that's just one thing we talked about today, was just kind of like just about batteries and just general equipment. So.
Oh yeah.
Because you don't see too many more people now doing like baselines anymore. Like you don't see people checking baselines with EMF or temperature.
No, because everybody, I'm not putting anybody down that does this. They do this right here, bro. Oh, see if it loads.
Right.
What happened to the baseline readings? What happened to, pre-investigative, stuff?
And like with Chrissy's comment back earlier, yes, we do try to do try to get in detail with investigation, not just go and have fun and just for the thrill.
Right. Right.
You have different types of investigators too. You have the ones that do it for the thrills, the ghost hunt it, and then run away when they get scared. And then you have ones that actually take time and actually research and document and study and try to figure out what's going on.
What the hell's going on? Yup. Oh, I don't mean to yawn on y'all, but I'm tired.
Yeah. Probably jump off here in a couple minutes if that's okay with you, bud. So.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. It's been a good time, man.
It's been a pleasure, man. It's been fun.
It's good having you on again, bro.
I'm glad people jumped on, and we'll have to do this again soon. So
definitely.
I always have stuff to talk about. So.
Oh yeah, me too.
But Glenn, yes, I will take you on the offer, buddy. One day, man, I'll tell you what. Probably spring is probably when I'm going to try to hit down that way, bud. So.
Yep.
So save a spot, man. Save a spot. Update to look at this. Nice.
That is awesome.
Awesome, Glenn. Awesome. But yeah, I appreciate everybody jumping on.
Yeah, it's been good talking to everybody. Good having you on as usual, bro.
I hope I didn't bore you guys too much.
So. Oh, hell no.
So,
All right, y'all. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you're just tuning in now, apologize about to end the show, but this will be live momentarily. Well, it'll be recorded. It won't be live momentarily, and you can watch it. So it's a good show. You don't want to miss it. So
right.
as usual, stay tuned, everybody. See y'all later, and
See
have a
you
good
guys.
night.